Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Addiction Solutions with Roselle. I'm your host, Roselle F. White Sr., and as I say at the beginning of every episode, go tell a family member, a neighbor, a friend, a church member, a co-worker about Addiction Solutions with Roselle. Now, all you have to do is go to YouTube, type in the search bar, Addiction Solutions with Roselle, and it will bring up all of our previous episodes as well as giving you an opportunity to subscribe or to click on like if you like the information. Remember, I tell everyone that addiction does not just cover drugs and alcohol. And that's where a lot of people get confused. It's like, I don't drink, I don't mess with drugs. However, there are other addictions, and I've covered them in some of the previous videos, such as gambling, which is now number one. Yes, there's casinos in every state, I believe, as well as lottery and Powerballs, mega. People are gambling, and they don't think anything's wrong with it until they start losing their homes, their cars. And I'm not smiling because people lose things. I'm smiling because people are trying to point fingers at the alcoholic and the drug addict, and they have the same problem. Yes, there's overeating that's getting people sick. I don't mind if you're big, that's your situation. It's unhealthy, and you know it is. Then they're shopping. Oh, I got a good job. I make big money. I can buy what I want. This is America. Nobody can tell me what to do until it's time to go to bankruptcy court. I know, I've been there. And so it's not a pleasant thing to hear people read off all of your debts. And you have sex. Oh my God. Now, all of these are tied, as I said before, to feelings and emotions. And you can do any of them if you're feeling good or if you're feeling bad. Okay, it's enough preaching for today. We're going to get into the show. Now, I promised you last episode that we were going to go into some of the chapters. Now, I gave an overview of the 21-point manual, and the overview consisted of just the title. I last week went into some of the content of the episodes. So I left off with this last sentence. I want the reader to get the picture that being clean covers whatever your addiction may be. All right, so we're going to start off. And then, I know you guys allow me to look at my notes, and I appreciate that because I cannot read all this by memory. It's a lot. Addiction consists of a lot. Addiction is not consisted of color. It has nothing to do with race. It has something to do with death. Okay, here we go. Although the author's addiction was drugs and alcohol, that's me, it does not mean that I could not have been addicted to other things. What we are focused on in chapter 1 is the particular situation or event that prevents you from focusing on what you need to do to become a better human being. Simply put, if you have gambled away your home and your family, you have lost your focus on how to provide for your family. If you have won or provide for yourself, there are people who gamble every week and still are able to do the necessary things to take care of themselves. We are not talking about those individuals. We are talking about people who have made excuse after excuse on why they are having bad luck. In their hearts, they know they are hooked. The family also knows. If the person or the family continues to downsize, there is a problem. Now, what I mean by downsize, could be minimized, is that I'm not that bad. Again, I'm pointing fingers. When you point one, there's three pointing back at you. And so you can't compare. You have to identify with your problem. Okay, let's look at it from this perspective. I make good money. I've been a good provider. I've paid bills. We've went on trips. We've bought cars. We've bought homes, we've upgraded. And so what is the problem? I'm bored. I love my wife, I love my spouse, I love my kids, I love my family, I love my friends. But there was something missing in my life, and so I decided to give it a whirl. I got plenty of money. I could never go broke. So I stumble into one of the fancy, updated casinos. And while I'm in there, I got no concept that I could become hooked. And when you're hooked, your mind is only on one thing, and that's getting back there. Now, what the casino does, and I don't know if they got ESP or what, they let you win the first time. Oh, you walk out with some money. So you think this is how it goes all the time. Nah. Casinos weren't built to help you pay off your house or your car. They were built to make a profit. Who do they make a profit off? Us. Yeah, I say us because, yes, I had a problem with scratch-offs. Still like to scratch off. You know, I could call it all kind of things. Boredom, I need something to do, blah, blah, blah. That's nonsense. I like it. It's exciting. So what you have to decide out of chapter 1, do not use sounds simple. That's the title. Do not use sounds simple. It's not. If that was the case, we wouldn't need therapists. We wouldn't need treatment centers. All we need is commercials, PSAs, public service announcements saying, just don't use. No, this takes work. More work than you ever put in. Because your life has changed. Because you're dreaming about it. And that's just the gambling. You know, most of the people, I don't mess with drugs or alcohol, okay? So you're off the table for that. But you're on the table for this. And then the other addictions. You're still in the game, just not in the drug and alcohol game. So you're still comparing, you know, I'm not that bad. Oh, look at them. Look at the person on the corner. I work for food. They have a sign begging. I'm not doing that yet. What does yet mean, Roselle? You are eligible too. So don't point fingers at people because, you know what? You could be out there with a can too. So I'm going to end it there. I'm coming back next week. We're going to finish up chapter 1. Remember, go to YouTube, go to the search bar, type in Addiction Solutions with Roselle. I'll see you next week. Stay blessed, and I love you.